Welcome back, everybody, to this incredibly dark room. Why is the room so dark? The power go out or something? I mean, seriously, is there not even any windows? I thought the light would still be on or something, like it's still daylight. It was outside in the police department. I mean, you saw it, everyone. You saw it first, and now it's dark. I don't get it. All right, you ready, everyone? Let's begin. Let's start clicking things, beeping things, even. Are we gonna set off a security system? No, of course not. We don't need to set off security systems. Also, his theme song is playing. So, but he's not here, though, right? I assume, anyway. Open sesame! If anyone finds us now, Detective Gumshoe's a goner. If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out. Eek! Gah! What the heck? That was just weird. Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I didn't even know you could slap a ghost. Ah, Detective Gumshoe. What are you doing sneaking up on us like that? I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried that something might go wrong. So I came too. If you're here, then what's the point in giving us your ID card? Crumpled Gumshoe's ID card in pocket. Hey, don't do that to my card. Yeah, no kidding. That was rude. Shouldn't do things like that. I hardly ever got a chance to come in here. So I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now. You really do want to get fired, don't you? Not if we're lucky. Now come on, let's see what we can find out. I've got a bad feeling about this. Why, Phoenix? Why do you got a bad feeling about this? It seems like it's going to be a good idea to me anyway. That is the same picture there. I see that now. So, I guess I'll talk to you first, Gumshoe. Why the heck not? The chief's office. A desk on the other side of the room. Was that your sister's? Yes, that's where I was waiting for Lana. On that day 2 years ago. Is anyone using it now? No, sir. This is an entirely Chief Gant's office now. He practices a strict policy preserving the crime scene. That's a strange reason to leave it there. He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. He told us so himself at our New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time. I see. So ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk? No one except Chief Gant and the cleaning lady who's in here each morning. Still, 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't possibly be any clues remaining. I don't know, Phoenix. You never know sometimes. Can I ask you something? Sure. You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SO9 crime scenes. I mean, that's your only reason for coming here, isn't it? Why do you ask? You don't think... Nah, you wouldn't be... No. ... No, there's no way. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Okay. Now then, let's look around a bit more. Hey, hold on. Not so fast, buddy. Huh? What is it? When someone tells you don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you, pal. You don't just let it go at that. Sorry. This guy's starting to get on my nerves. Okay, so what's bothering you? You two don't think Chief Gant might be a suspect, do you? What? Yeah, Mr. Wright, what do we think of him? I think he's my prime suspect, in fact, actually. Chief Gant, so it's finally come to this. What do I think of him? Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings. Yet. There he goes, ignoring me again. I don't know, though. It's hard to really say for sure, but I feel like maybe he is a prime suspect right about now. I don't know. Of course, it keeps changing. It went from Angel Star to Jake Marshall to suddenly now him, so it's like, I don't friggin' know, everyone. I don't know. Wow, look at the size of Chief Gant's desk! Speaking of that, when we were here earlier... Oh, it's you two! Chief Gant! He put that paper he was reading in his desk. I wonder what he was reading. This looks like a list of evidence used in a case. A list of evidence? In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this. Hey, look at that case name! Huh? SL9 incident? I wonder what this is doing here. Hold on, detective. What'd you just say? I said, I wonder what... No, about evidence list. Normally they're twice as long. That's right, I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence. A half-size list of evidence. So wait, you're saying they both combine into one to make a normal list? A list of evidence. It seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. What would the other half of the list be doing here? I knew it! The chief must be hiding something about the case! It would appear so. Evidence list added to the court record. Okay, well, I mean, at least that's not it, though. I was worried we were going to go straight to the court case after finding that, though. Alright, then, let's look at the desk again real quick. Wow, look at the size of Chief Gant's desk! I found this inside the drawer. A list of evidence from this SL9 incident. Mr. Edgeworth had the other half of the list! What would this list be doing here? We better look a little bit more into this list. Like, talk to Edgeworth about it later, I suppose, anyway? Well, anyway, this knight in shining armor here. This is the real deal, isn't it? This armor and these weapons? Sure is, pal. The chief doesn't care for imitations. First a pipe organ, and now this armor? Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room? What? You mean we're paying for this? That's it. I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes. You don't have any taxes to pay. Yet. Shh. Be careful what you say. Who knows? The chief may be hiding in this armor as we speak. I don't think he'd fit in there. Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out. Cut it out. You guys don't know how scary that guy can be. Well, now anyway, yeah. At the beginning, though, I thought he seemed like a friendly guy anyway. You can see pretty far from 15 stories up if you were to drop that suit of armor from here. At first, the chief wanted to use stained glass for this window. Really? Why didn't he? They say he changed his mind because he wouldn't be able to see the view. Oh! Stained glass or not, it's a huge window. Yeah, no kidding about that. The safe. Oh no. This is a safe, isn't it? Safe! That word is ripe with intrigue. Okay, if you say so. It looks like a code needs to be entered in his panel to open it. Oh, do I have to guess the code? A 7-digit number. I think I just might know what it is. Yeah, I think I might know actually too, now I think about it. I'm not sure what will happen if we enter the wrong code. It'd be better if I wait until something more definite. A 7-digit number! Didn't we see one of those somewhere? How about we try entering my birth date? Your birth date would be... That'd be 6. Come on, Gumshoe, seriously? Actually, let me take a look at this real quick. Oh, I actually don't get to look at it in great detail, do I? Oh, that sucks. Oh man, look at that pixelation. I want to look at this a little bit more though. Oh. You don't say now, huh? What's so important about that? I wonder what this is. It looks like someone drew some kind of sketch here. What is it? Did you find something? I can't make it out. I'd better keep quiet about it for now. Huh? Oh, no, it's nothing. Why are your eyes moving about like that, Mr. Wright? I better not forget about this picture. It might be rather important, after all, to have a random picture like that. Or if it have so only part remains. Anyway, well, I mean, obviously you can identify that, so... Like I said, we'll go back to the safe in a moment here. What we want to do first, we want to look at the rest of this room, though. The chief's organ sure is a sight to behold. Occasionally we hear him playing it from the Criminal Affairs Department. It's on the 2nd floor. And this is the 15th. When a detective screws up, the chief calls him to his office and makes him listen to the organ for hours. What's so bad about that? Music soothes his soul. After that, the detective can't hear anything for days except for the ringing in his ears. So it's an instrument of punishment, literally. But aren't the chief's ears affected? ... He never listens to anyone anyway. It's besides the point. That is true, though. I mean, what if, man? Huh? What if I did some more damage than that, huh? Alright. Here's that picture again. This was taken on that day 2 years ago. The day Joe Dark ran out of the questioning room and tried to kill Emma. Indeed it was. After receiving his award trophy, Mr. Marshall took a picture here, then went along with Chief Gant to question Dark. I bet he never knew he'd be dead just a few hours later. Gee, you think? I mean, who would ever expect that, really? This was Lana's desk. It sure is tidy. Lana's always been a meticulous cleaner. There's not even any dust on it. It looks like someone's still keeping it clean. Does Lana ever come back here? No. Chief Gant must still keep it clean in memory of their partnership. They were the stuff of legends are made of. Does he keep it in memory of her or in the memory of the crime? Probably the memory of the crime, if I had to make a guess, anyway. These shelves are mostly empty. Lana must have cleaned them out when she transferred over to the prosecutor's office. There's a small picture frame on the left shelf. Hey! This is when Lana and I went to the theme park! ... Is it now? Really, a theme park? Why would that still be there? Let me center over that perfectly. You showed... Oh... I thought maybe that'd be the same, or something different, but I guess not. Alright, this window, is anything different? Look at that giant window! Makes you want to crash through it and jump outside! This is the 15th floor. I know, I was just saying. Saying what? Ever since making Detective, I've always dreamed about doing something like that. Note to self! Detective Gumshoe has a lot of dreams. So long as he doesn't go crashing through that window when he gets fired. Don't say that! Yeah, you never know, Phoenix. You might actually do it if you say it like that. What am I doing? I already looked at her desk. Well, I guess there's nothing else to really look at in this room, so we're gonna just go ahead and open that safe now, eh? Sounds like a plan. This is a safe, isn't it? No, it's not. Of course not. Let's go ahead and enter that code then, shall we? I'm curious, though. Oh, dang it. 7-digit code. Can I? Yeah, I can save right now. I want to try something. I doubt they'll give me a game over randomly for this, but I want to input a wrong code just because. Just to see what happens. And if it ends up being a bad thing, then I can just reload the save, of course. And don't touch it. Yeah, let's input the number, shall we? Do you know what it is? I have a hunch. Oh, I know. You want to try my birth date. It's... Yeah, what is your birthday, Gumshoe? I want to know, huh? I have a better idea. Here goes nothing. Backspace. Alright. Oh, yeah, I gotta touch them, don't I? Alright, let's go... 9,001,216. Yeah, totally. Dun, 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 dun. That was the right answer. Code input error. I guess that wasn't it. I was so sure that was the number. Maybe we should check the court record again. A 7-digit number. So yeah, it's gotta be a bunch of 7s then, I'm sure. Alright, examine again. At least nothing bad happens when you input the wrong number. I just wanted to see what would happen, because I was curious, dang it. Maybe I'd get caught and get a random game over for no reason. It's alright. Input number. And the number is... What do you guys think it is, everyone? You think you know what the number is? A 7-digit number. What could it be? I wonder what that 7-digit number could be. Alright, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Oh no. Oh no. Could it be? Could it be? Code confirmed. Access granted. Oh my gosh, we knew the answer. Bingo. What number did you enter? Whose birthday was that, pal? 777777777. The final ID card number on that record. What? The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day. You mean 7777777? That ID number? I think you're 1 7 shy this time. This can only mean one thing. That's Chief Gant's ID number. Say, anyone care to look inside? Well, might as well, I suppose, right? It makes sense anyway. Alright, let's have a look-see inside then. Is it gonna be the decisive evidence we really need? Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away? Look, it's 8. Oh, busted. A shard from a broken cup. This somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before? There's something else in here too. What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth. What's related to the leather cloth, though? This is a handprint, isn't it? Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You think the chief made up the design? I don't think so. Oh, well, it was just a thought. Is that it? This is all that was in the safe? Apparently so. It's empty now. A piece of cloth with a handprint on it. And a broken shard from a cup. They look like pieces of evidence. But unless you can prove they have something to do with the case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here. Great. I have to prove their relevancy to get them. How are these two items related to the SL9 incident? Come on, there's gotta be something we can show the detective. Well, I have an idea on the piece of shard, obviously, but... Huh? No. Could it be? I don't know, actually. Well then, I don't really know for sure on that one thing, but I do know the broken jar would be related anyway, so I will present that. I thought I was already on presenting, so apparently not. Alright then, let us present the jar. Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar? All of us put that back together. Oh, those were the days. It's kind of early to be nostalgic. Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case? That's right, one of the shards had an SL9 incident sticker on it. Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, that fragment we just found? You mean this one that was in the safe? Yes, that one! That was in the safe! ... Ah! Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells! Tales of Vesperia reference inserted here, oh dear. Assemble fragments. Oh boy. Here, let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at this. Go ahead, pal. Show us what your rookie can do. Mr. Wright, here's some glue. I can piece this together again. The proof Chief Gant was knowingly hiding evidence. Here goes. Well, I mean, this will be extremely easy since there's only one shard, so... Flip. Flip. Done. Combine. Game, set, and match. That sounds like a Fire Emblem sound effect. I forgot to make that reference before, but it really does sound like something out of Fire Emblem. Specifically, what, Path to Radiance and Radiant Dawn? It's like, that's like the save sounds, like, duh! There, fits like a charm. That, of course, means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe. Ah! In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident. But... Hey guys, get a load of this, Eggman! What is it? Oh my gosh, references all day today. This piece of evidence you just attached, it's different from the others. How so? Oh, you don't say. There's a reddish line on it! A reddish line? That's blood. I don't get it! Why would Chief Gant hide this in a safe? The unstable jar data has been updated. Alrighty then, well I don't know. What about the cloth though? What relates to the cloth? What can I present for that? Let's see, cloth? I don't know, is it cloth that is on this thing perhaps? No. I don't know everyone, I don't know where the cloth relates, but it could be something perhaps, maybe the shoe? I could give the shoe a look, I suppose, anyway? I don't know, everyone. Is there anything related to that shoe in there? I don't really know. Let's try this shoe for just the sake of trying it out. If I'm fired, I won't be able to give you any information, so that's why I have to get all out of my system now. You understand, don't you? Don't be so negative, Detective. We do want you to share your information, though. Oh, who am I fooling? I've never had anything useful to share to begin with. Got to stay positive. Well, I don't know, man. Maybe he does have something to say about things anyway. Let's see, what? What could we, what? I don't know. I'm so confused. Oh, maybe this thing, perhaps? I wonder. I do wonder what it could be. I don't see anything in particular, though. I guess I'll give it a shot, though. Maybe it has something to do with this. If I'm fired, no, I can't believe that's terrible. Alright, so I don't know what to present, actually. So, evidence list? Maybe... That's what the chief was reading before, isn't it? You know, when we first came in here? Yeah, it looks like the right side of the form's been torn off. So Mr. Edgeworth's list really was only half of the whole thing. Something else is bugging me more than that. Take a look at the back of this form, pal. The back? Yeah, I already did that, actually. Well, I don't know what are we missing here? Is there something I'm being really stupid about here? The knife, perhaps? This knife belonged to the murderer, Joe Dark, right? You bet, if it wasn't for that piece of evidence, he wouldn't have been able to found guilty. The broken tip of the knife was found in the victim's body. Ever since that case was solved, the knife's been in Detective Goodman's locker, and I can't skip this, of course, so, you know. Let's just go ahead and read this again, because why not? Not only that, but it was wrapped in a lot of scarf.
What's even more mysterious is whether that's called a scarf or a muffler. Answer me that, pal.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just like changing their voices randomly whenever I already have to read something a second time. I don't have to read it again, but I don't know. I just feel like I should probably do that anyway, because why not? So what are we gonna do then? Oh gosh, he's just gonna... No, well at least not for that anyway. Is he just gonna... No, I don't get it. He did it for that one piece of evidence, but not these evidences, so I don't get it. Anyway, what do we have then, everyone? Do you have any ideas whatsoever? Can we prove that this is somehow related? That cloth. Okay, wait. I'm stupid. What if I present the jar? I feel a lot better now that the jar is complete. But it only raises another question. What was the piece of it doing in the chief's safe? More importantly, why wasn't there any money in there? Isn't that what safes are for anyway? I have a feeling the outcome of tomorrow's trial just might hinge on this. Or the screwdriver? Perhaps? I don't know. Anyway, where was I? I don't remember. I'm so lost right now. So let's see. I used that, so that means I gotta use the blue badger now? Oh no. Yeah, so the blue badger is not related then. Wasn't any like cloth off the blue badger randomly? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. How'd that happen? I don't know. Miracles, of course. Missile 9 no. I don't. Cloth. Cloth. What would be related to cloth? I just don't understand. There's just a random cloth in there. Wait, could I? Oh. Oh. I didn't think about that. Or did I? Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to have a look at this. Hey, I know what that is. So you want to take some finger... I'm so stupid. I don't even understand. That's a great idea, Detective. Alright, go to town. Sheesh. ... Dot. What are you doing? Why are you sticking out your hand like that? Go ahead, take my fingerprints. ... It's not your fingerprints we want to take. Huh? Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about that cloth we found in the safe. Oh, I knew that. The one with the handprint on it, right? Don't worry, Gumshoe. I'm in the same boat as you. I didn't realize that for some reason. Sheesh. Where's your sense of humor? Okay, Mr. Wright, let's check for prints. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. And once they've been absorbed into the prints, blow the rest away. What are you, my mom? I don't have to be told a million times. You're a little bit young to be your mom there, Phoenix. Alright, unless you're from the future. Oh my gosh, yeah, I don't know. Alright, let's get this over with. I mean, seriously, what if Phoenix was from the future, huh? You never know. You just never know. That could be decisive evidence we never knew about. So, what finger should I do, everyone? Should I go for... let's go for the middle finger. I can imagine this is probably Gant's fingers, and he's probably flipping us off right about now, right? Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's like, oh my gosh, I know in the future that you've done this. So therefore, I'm gonna flip you off for doing something so crazy like this. Man, why would you get me caught? I don't want to be caught, man. I want to be innocent, dang it, no! Okay, so that should be good, right? Alright, boom! Yeah, there we go. I have no idea whose fingerprint that is yet, though. I'm gonna have to put my hunch on Damon Gant, though. Oh. Huh. You don't say. Jake Marshall? No. Bruce Good? No. Wait. No. I'd say no. That doesn't look like hers either. Oh. Really? Okay, interesting. Sure. Wasn't really expecting that, but sure, if that's a match, and it's a match, dang it. Can't deny that. Comparison complete. Match found. I can't believe it. No. How can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here? Hey, you found a match! Whose prints were they? Huh? Oh, it seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match. Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's prints. Psst. Hey, you over here. What's going on here? What are that kid's prints doing inside the chief's safe? Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now. ... Here, maybe you should hold on to this. Strip of cloth, folded and added to the court record. Well, was I any help? Of course. Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence.
No, that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right, you in the coat?
Eek! Chief Gant! We didn't think you'd be back so soon.
Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run right into a pole. Just then, I thought of a certain detective.
Do you mean me, sir?
Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave.
Yes, sir! Sorry!
Oh, you in the coat.
Me, sir? Drop off your whoops.
Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore.
But, sir!
Awkward silence.
Now get out!
Yes, sir! We'll be on our way too, then.
Wait, you, the one without the spiky hair. Don't go yet. I'm going to murder you.
Me, sir?
I'd like a word with you, so I can murder you.
But, sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet.
You with the spiky hair, you're free to go, so I can murder her.
Mr. Wright! I'm gonna get murdered! Look, pal, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneak in there like that, didn't you? I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired. Yeah, but if I knew it'd be like this, I never would have said it. Now that I've seen the evidence Chief Gant was hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. It's hard to believe anymore anyone could keep quiet about it all this time. Anyway, you listening to me? I'm gonna try to smooth things over with the Chief again. Later, pal. Yeah, good luck with that. After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions. Whether she was murdered or not, of course. So she'll be busy for the rest of the day. Alright, if you say so. February 24th, Detention Center Visitor's Room. I see. The chief asked Emma to come in for questioning. It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow is the final day in court. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here. But I've already told you all I can. What you've told me over these past couple of days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing. Really, I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said that I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman. You know, I think I finally figured it out. Who it is you're hiding behind those words. ... Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous. Huh. It seems Edgeworth was right. Edgeworth. Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Thick-headed is the term he used, I believe. Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story. I suppose so anyway. Let's do this. Keeping quiet. I have to admit, I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you're unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so because of a certain individual. What an intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say? So you think I'm protecting this person? Protecting? No. I think afraid of is more like it. Huh. I'm afraid I'm not mistaken. The person in question may have persuaded you to silence. ... For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, who may I ask is this person you're speaking of? The one I'm supposedly frightened of? What is this person's name? Damon Gant, of course. Well, Miss Skye. ... Mr. Wright, you were addressing the chief prosecutor. Do not forget your place. I take it she's still not ready to spill the beans. My apologies. Could you please tell me a bit more about the circumstances? Damon Gant. We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective. Assuming he is respectable, then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes? His crimes? Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. Specifically, hiding and forging evidence. Of course. These are serious offenses. Why is it, though, that Chief Gant's name was never mentioned? Chief Gant? Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly investigated that evidence was me. I had access because I was second in command of that investigation. Yes, you, but also one other, Damon Gant. ... If you intend to accuse Chief Gant, you'll need more than just words. Show me proof that Chief Gant falsified evidence in the case. The evidence list, of course. I just found this in a safe in the chief's office. This jar piece. and this strip of cloth. Do you know what these are? They're pieces of evidence from the SO9 incident. The person's concealing evidence was none other than Chief Gan himself. Now tell me, why are you taking all the blame for him? ... Touché, Mr. Wright. It's as you surmised. I cannot disobey the Chief's orders, even if it means being found guilty for murder. Why not? Come now, Mr. Wright. You can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. 3 days ago, I had no choice but to cooperate in the murder of Detective Goodman. Or perhaps I should say, follow orders. Yes, that's more accurate than cooperate. Orders. Although I can't tell you the details, I can say that I was given an order that day.
I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. You'll find it inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car.
Just as I suspected. Despite what everyone believes, you were not the one who murdered Detective Goodman. Correct. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. The trunk was broken. I discovered the murder weapon while inspecting the body. The murder weapon... You mean Edgeworth's knife? No. When I found the body, this was the knife stuck in it. The knife from the SL9 incident. Serial killer Joe Dark's knife. I couldn't just leave that knife in him, so I took it out and stabbed him with another knife. That would be Edgeworth's knife. That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand. And that is the reason for the bandage on your right hand. Yes, it seems that I got blood on the victim's shoes as well. And then... she saw me just as I plunged the knife in. Miss Starr? Why did you need to hide Dark's knife so badly?
I don't know.
It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't ever want it to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that by whatever means possible. So you hid Dark's knife. The weapon used to stab the detective was evidence in the Joe Dark case. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have had a field day with it. So you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it in Edgeworth's exhaust pipe. Right. Then I called my sister to tell her what happened and asked her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler. You asked Emma? I didn't want anyone in the force to know about this. That would explain why Emma is so confident about Lana's innocence. Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day. A bad feeling? The truth is, after I received those orders from Chief Gant, the first thing I did was make a phone call. I phone called to Patrolman Jake Marshall. To Marshall? Why on earth would you call him? The lead investigator for the SL9 incident had been murdered. I wanted that fact to be kept hidden, and I needed help. He was the only other person I could trust. Or at least, I thought I could trust him at the time. However, it seems that after I spoke to him, he went off on an escapade of his own. Oh, you mean... not wanting the case to die, he decided to take things into his own hands. He disguised himself as Officer Goodman and tried to steal the evidence. He had already stolen the ID card, but it seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room. After my phone call, any remaining doubts he had must have disappeared. So your phone call caused the incident in the evidence room? Apparently so, then. I'm afraid that's all I can tell you. But Lana, you've earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and an investigator. Now please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow. Tomorrow's trial. There's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. I've got to get to the bottom of everything. Why would she... I still don't understand why she would accept this, though. Because wouldn't she just be put on death row or something like that? Detective Goodman's real murder. And what went down in the chief's office 2 years ago? Apparently, a photo went down in the office 2 years ago. To be continued! Oh dear, oh my. This is going to get intense now, isn't it? Let's save our cleared stage data up to this point, of course, and then we can press start at any time in the game to save your data, because that's what we got to do, obviously. February 25th, 9:47 p.m. a.m. Whatever. You know, we're starting this court case pretty late, of course. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. And I think that's about it, everyone. I think in the next exciting episode, we begin the final day of this court case. It's gonna be glorious, of course. And of course, as I said, I'm not gonna I don't think I'm gonna put the poll up, because I think I'm gonna make an exception for this, just because I'm running 2 series at once, and this is more than likely going to finish before Tales of Zestiria, like way before I finish Tales of Zestiria. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna finish this, put the poll up on the day that the finale comes out. I'll put the poll the day the finale comes out, and then we'll have Zestiria at the noontime slot for a few days, and then that'll be that. Then we'll start the next series whenever. I don't know exactly when we're gonna start that. Of course, it depends when we end this, obviously. But anyway, everyone, I will see you on the next exciting episode. Now that you know my plans here, make sure, if you haven't gotten your suggestions in already, just make sure you do that, because we don't really know for sure when the finale is going to happen. I'm just telling you, though, I'm going to put it up as soon as the finale comes up. So if you wait too long, it's going to be too late. I'm not going to be giving you any warnings. This is going to be your warning to make a suggestion while you can. So I'll see you later, everyone. Bye-bye.